Mr. Glass, Part 2, by Logan Jackson, and produced by Cliche Joy Productions. You got it, wheezed the driver behind the glass. The car chugged and clanked through the streets at a decent speed as Nathan tried to remember his past. Pain, anger, isolation, endless mindless work, leaving the drug-ridden suburbs he grew up in, and the death of a loved one he could no longer remember. Nathan looked out of the grimy window at his fellow city prisoners, whose faces contorted horribly, blurring as the car passed. The taxi was an old checkered cab, black instead of yellow. It had an air leak somewhere, so the back seat was cold and drafty, but luckily not as cold as the outside. The insides were even ripped to shreds and rotting, but even so, Nathan still felt safer in the cab than outside. He stared out the window at the pavement, and as they passed each streetlight, he shivered at the shadows they made. Gray trash blew past once more, but this time the car prevented the smell of disease, which would infect his mind with unpleasantness. They approached the end of the city, where the black monoliths tapered off in proximity and size. The car continued to clank, and Nathan began to stare at the cracked and dusty glass that separated him and the driver. A name tag was tucked into the lip of rubber that kept the glass in place. It was difficult to read, and the letters seemed to be mixed up, but eventually Nathan made out the name. Eero Nails. The corrupted city had passed behind them completely, and relief flooded through Nathan's body. Barren wastelands, for miles and miles and miles. Nothing but the blackened earth of long-forgotten farms, and the equally blackened sky of countless years of pollution. Two miserable visual scapes colliding at the infinitely vast and tiny horizon. Misery lives here. The lack of change in scenery was making Nathan tired and nauseous. After something like an hour of driving had gone by, Nathan realized he had no money to pay his way with. Nathan mentally came to the conclusion that once the car stopped, his driver, Eero Nails, was most likely going to kill him.